For me, it's morning, so good morning. And to anyone who is afternoon or evening, good evening. Thanks for saying hi, Magdalena. So one thing I do in my tune in the morning is I look over my day and I ask for blessing and guidance for each thing that's scheduled. So I'm just looking at my calendar now and just asking Bruno, please bless the first thing on my calendar and see if any inspiration or guidance comes. Then I just scroll down to what's next. Ha ha ha, I'm offering a Bruno meeting today. That's going to be happening at 3 o'clock my time. Offering it here on this channel. So please join me in asking for that. And I have something else on my calendar asking for that. And then just asking for the whole day. Blessings for the whole day, guidance. Now asking for specific things, situations in my life. And when I say, I'm just sharing what I'm doing, and I invite people to do this for themselves. I'm not asking all of you to tune into these things for me, but to do this for yourself. You're happy. I'm happy if you want to tune in and pray for me, but it's more just I share what I am doing so that hopefully it inspires you to find your own way to tune in each morning. Not just to fill up with energy, but to bless and seek guidance for the day. Wow, Jisoo just sent a healing report, which I think I want to look at right now. Oh, those are my favorites. All right, one moment. Is it okay if I'm assuming it's okay? Huh, I didn't get it, Jisoo. That's odd. For some reason, I did not receive it, Jisoo. I'm gonna need to send it again. I'm really excited. So, once again, just asking, we all have things on the horizon, projects we're working on, situations, relationships. Let's ask now. Hmm. Okay, good. Yeah, Jisoo, I'm not sure if you heard the email didn't go through for some reason. So um, please resend it. And hmm. All right, dear ones. There it is. Okay, good. I want to talk about. Okay. This is a letter from Jisoo. This is a healing report. Very exciting. I got a healing today, and I want to talk about my dream at the same time as healing. I haven't officially organized a report yet, but I want to tell you the news. I hope this helps someone, and someone who is, especially someone who has already been cured and is struggling again. You can talk about this in your video material. In this process, I received the most help from your video. I really appreciate friends like you. Thanks, Angel. And it's so important to share our healings. I don't even have words for what hearing other people's healings did for me and my faith. Speechless. It's one of the greatest services we can do on this path. So, over the past 3 months, I've been in a state of being unable to cut off a few substances. It wasn't addiction, but my daily life was impossible if I didn't take it. I needed caffeine, fever reduction, and painkiller, and sleeping pills. I had chronic pain that I didn't know the cause. My automatic nervous system and hormones didn't seem to be working properly. There was a state of traveling between high and low body temperatures. Wow. Regardless of body temperatures, I felt cold and hot, and I couldn't sleep more than an hour without sleeping pills. There was frequent diarrhea and loss of my appetite. To think of it as Regulungen, something was constantly running out of me. In addition, there was depression, and I couldn't control my mood change. Neither a small hospital nor a large hospital found the cause, and it wasn't the COVID virus. Realization. May this year, I thought something was terribly wrong and I had to correct it. I thought about when healing happened and when there was harmony within me, no matter what the situation was. No matter how the act of believing God is outwardly expressed, it is not important in healing. Belief is not just about believing that there is a God and thought, I believe God. In my case, there had only been a change when I really believe that God is helping me and I have already received it. Wow. Eating healthy food and exercising help us stay healthy. However, there are certain times when even that does not help. Yes. And I went to a sacred place to look away. And I went to a sacred place to look away from someone's pain to avoid bad thoughts. But my health and my health and situation have deteriorated. Healing happened only when I faced it and believed it could get better. Wow. Not to avoid the situation, someone's pain. When we don't believe we'll get better, it really does. That's the truth. And belief sure helps it go more quickly. For someone's help and prayers to work, the recipient must believe that it will help. Like Bruno's help, we believe the other's help. That's the only thing I realized. I had a lot of questions about life and healing before this case. There's still a lot to learn. Much of it is answered by meditating on your videos. I'm so grateful to hear that. It's also part of healing. This led to enlightenment, and then little by little, preparations for healing began. One day I spoke to a friend of the church. He and I didn't say a word about God. Rather, it borders on worrying about each other's pain through regards. But I felt respect and consideration for him. When I finished the call with him, I appreciated the respect and consideration I received and thought of the people who were with me. Even if not always, the moment that we are e- even if not always, the moments that are precious to me and the moments when there were people who give me love came together. And then I felt that it is my family and my hometown to me. And soon I thought I wanted to get better for those moments. And I thought I could stop taking medicine. And I haven't taken medicine since that day. Wow. I felt my body so hot that it felt like it was on fire. I couldn't sit still and kept spinning around the house. The body temperature was very variable, but my heart was full of peace and humor. That's great. My head was very clear. On the third day, I took a painkiller once because my body was in so much pain. The pain was bearable, but it was hard to sleep. And then I asked my friends to pray. And I felt like there was something in my body. It was like running in agony. And I felt like it was escaping. And then I could sleep for 4 hours with sleeping pills. And it says in a few months, and I'm guessing that means for the first time in a few months. For 3 days, my body temperature stabilized. The head was very clear, and the time to fall asleep increased little by little. And today I finally slept 6 hours with waking up. Dream. And I had a dream while the healing process happened. I was riding a rubber boat in the sea. I managed to grab a rubber boat and get into the sea because I wanted to check something out. To grab. It was like wanting to identify whales. I managed to grab a rubber boat. Okay. Whenever whatever I were curious about, it wasn't important enough to risk my life. And over there, my teacher shouted that it was dangerous. But I couldn't get on the boat and was swept away by the strong current. The teacher shouted at someone to get me at exactly some point. My teacher said to him, "Go there quickly." He didn't know my teacher, but he acted that way and saved me and took me home without saying a word and left. I thought, my teacher's not a mathematician, so how did he calculate the exact point? Why did the man who saved me run there after hearing only the voice of the stranger? I thought after I woke up. It was very much like a spiritual situation, like I do something for the unimportant without thinking about the risk I'm in, don't we all? Bruno shouts, "It is dangerous," but I'm not strong enough to pull myself out of harm's way, and I don't have enough time to deal with the problem and get swept away by something. Bruno saves me through someone who listens to the sound of his heart. I think, how could I have been saved? It's more important not to do dangerous things, but I'm more curious about how I was saved. Bruno tells us something, so we're not in danger. But he can't stop me from looking into the sea with curiosity or entering it. The sea is a fascinating, unpredictable place to me, and I think it will be safe as long as I hold the boat. But Bruno predicts how the sea will flow and saves me from the exact spot. Someone gets involved in the case because of me. I think, oh my God, I'm going to cry. I think the man who heard Bruno's voice is people like you. Oh, wow, Jisoo, I wasn't expecting that last line. Oh, all right, I'm going to take a moment. It's amazing. My cat started purring. Thank you so much. I'll probably make a separate video. Maybe I'll make it. Anyway, I'm so touched by that. And what it takes me to is two things: is someone did for me what I did for you, which is I just keep speaking the truth, and someone did it for me, and someone's, the person who, now I'm going to cry again. The person who introduced me to Bruno, her life was saved by Bruno. Her name was Lisa. She had mysterious brain swelling. The doctors couldn't figure it out. She had anxiety, bipolar. She couldn't sleep. Doctors didn't know what was causing it. Like there was just this weird swelling in her brain. And she found Bruno. Within a very short time, it was healed. But can you imagine, anxiety attacks, bipolar, not being able to sleep? It sounds kind of similar to what you were going through, Jisoo. And it just left. And she, became a community leader, and she's the one who introduced me. And I've shared my story many times. Despite seeking spiritually, I was not on the upwards path. Sure, I was making progress and growing in some ways, but I didn't understand the fundamentals of spirituality, and I was actually going downward. And I got to the point where I didn't think I think maybe I had a year or two left to live, if even that long. I found Bruno in a very short time. Many, many healings. And the other thing I love about Jisoo's letter is, there's this thing of, relying on God and Bruno, and yet it's like it's between us, God, and Bruno, and yet we need other people. And it's not like other people are going to heal us or do it for us, but they can encourage us and they can support us. And in fact, that's one thing Bruno said about the community hours, that one of the things that's important about them is that you hear the truth and you're encouraged on the path. Yeah. And I haven't figured it out yet. Like, what's the balance between relying on God and Bruno, my own efforts, and receiving help from other people? I think sometimes I go too far of like, relying on the community hours and other people, and sometimes too little. Like, no, I can just do this all me, just me, God, and Bruno. So I'm looking for the balance, but this is a beautiful, it's a beautiful letter that speaks to the power of other people encouraging us and other people praying for us. So thank you. Wow, welcome back, Uta. Long time no. Hello. Delighted to see you here. Hi, Malin. Hi, Love. Yes. And what a beautiful realization, Jisoo. In the letter, you realize that the people who are on the same path are family. And I'm starting to realize that myself. I love that you did. And a very powerful healing and so many beautiful realizations with it. Thank you for that. Happy Sunday, everyone. Jisoo, you're a gift. That letter's a gift. And wow, really nice to see you back, Uta. Warms my heart. And thank you so much for saying hi, Lav and Malin. Love, I think it's the first time you said hello. Thanks for saying hi. So friends, let's really pray for each other. And yeah, let's just go through. Dear God, dear Bruno, please. For Magdalena, I'm just going to go down the list. Let's really believe for Magdalena. Ask God, ask Bruno to bless her. And dear God, dear Bruno, please, for Jisoo, let's ask, plead, and believe. Dear God, dear Bruno, please, for love. Let's really ask and believe. And dear God, dear Bruno, please, for Malin. And dear God, dear Bruno, please, for Uta. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks everyone for joining in. What an amazing healing report. I'm honored to be one of the people to remind you, Jisoo, of the truth and remind others. And Jisoo, interestingly enough, you just reminded me of many parts of the truth. Thank you. And let's have a blessed, blessed day. Thanks, angels. Thanks, family. Take care. Big love.